Welcome to CGC Machans. So today we are gonna play Wulong. This is gonna be the demo that has come out. So the game is expected to release on March 3rd. So they've just released the demo. So let's just get into the demo, see how things work. I'm kind of recording the audio post playing the game. I have certain negative comments about this. Don't worry, the game is excellent. The game is awesome. The gameplay, the difficulty level is so high. It is really fun. It is really challenging. As per the gameplay, I have no comments, no issues. If you are one, okay, let the cutscene get over. I'll let you know what is the issue with this particular game.
Elixir, the secret of the eternal path, a prize sought by the sovereigns of old. Among them was the first emperor of the Jin, who lusted for immortality. The result of his quest to obtain the forbidden medicine was a catastrophe. The elixir's power proved overwhelming. And in the years following the dynasty's demise, it continued to exert a shadowy influence on conflicts and political machinations. Many moons pass, and the Han Empire faces its final days. In these dark times, Elixir once again threatens to become the catalyst that awakens the dragons lying dormant across our land.
The azure heaven is dead! The yellow heaven must rise! The azure heaven is dead! Bear witness to the power of your younger brother. The world shall soon bask in the majesty of the yellow heaven. Bring prosperity for all. Bring prosperity for all! Militia soldiers!
Thank you for saving me. I'm glad you've recovered from your injuries.
I found you, bearer of the eternal elixir field.
Okay, I guess this is the character creation page. So first things first, on the character creation part, it is quite detailed. It is very nice. If you have played any of the other games like Neo 2, very similar to that character creation. I unfortunately haven't played those two games. This is the first game from the same creators that I'm playing. So kind of extensive character creation, but I'm not going to do any extensive character creation. I'm just going to select something that is there. I think this should be fine. I'm just going to go and roll with this. I'm not going to spend much time because I did spend much time. I had to uninstall and reinstall the game again just to check if things were working properly. But unfortunately, it was not working properly for me on certain aspects. So that's why I'm not spending too much time in character creation or showing up how character creation is.
Finally, after all this time, my wish has been fulfilled.
As long as we have you, victory is still possible. Consider that a talisman of protection. It may just save your life one day. I cannot allow this travesty to continue. Let us depart.
Oh, right. This is how the game starts. Out of the back, I'll tell you what the problem is
Take this.
with
I'm
this
sure it will
game,
prove
at
useful.
least for me or for
It's a
some.
medicine created from refined chi. With it, you can heal most wounds.
So at least for certain people who plays games using their mouse and keyboard. I know this is a very niche category who plays using mouse and keyboard. Most
I
of the
don't think we will
people
be
are
able to
playing
pass through
using
this way.
joysticks,
Perhaps if we
or
can
people will
climb
be
past
playing
that
in
watchtower.
PlayStation or their Xbox. So, this game, the mouse and
Impressive.
keyboard controls are
Knew I
not
was right in
optimized at all.
trusting you.
I could hardly move my mouse and point at certain things properly. It is so difficult to move things. It is really frustrating to play using a mouse. That is the only complaint that I have about this game. They have not cared much about optimizing the game for usage of mouse. It is so broken, so bad. Uh, uh, I don't know how people can even play using it. I don't feel that there are any people who plays the game using a mouse or keyboard are going to use it. Use or are going to buy this particular game. I saw certain post in Steam. Some person
If
had, I
we
forgot the
lower
name of
that,
the
it
person.
might
Someone had
serve as a
written about
platform.
the issue with the mouse. He said that it is literally unplayable. He was not able to complete the demo, is what he said. That's how much unplayable it is using a mouse. I
Underestimating an enemy
also
with
reached
high
out to Fight
morale
and
is certain
Cowboy,
to
who
end
had
badly for
completed
you.
this demo earlier, and he had recommended this game quite heavily because of all the mechanics and the gameplay that he has been testing all around. So I just tried reaching out to him, asking him whether he tried playing this game using a mouse and keyboard, and he responded that he was just using a joystick. He never used a mouse and keyboard to play this game. So that is a major complaint that I have. Other than that, I don't have any other complaint about the game. The game is awesome. The game is super tough. It is not easy. So as you could see till now, right, you could have seen how many deflects or parries that I have to do. The game is completely dependent on parries. You can see the bar. The green is my health bar. The number one is the morale bar that has been added to this game. Uh, the number of enemies you kill, right? The
The
morale
world's
keeps
heroes
going
were
up.
mostly peasants who suffered from political corruption and natural disasters. Yet, they have deteriorated into mere bandits that prey on others who are also weak. Whatever could have changed them to this extent, I wonder?
So some of the glitches that you can see in PC, this is majorly because of my recording software, I guess, not with respect to the game. Because the first playthrough I tried, I didn't see these glitches happening there. The second playthrough while recording, I started glitching out. After the first playthrough, I thought that it was some maybe some installation issue, and that is why the mouse is not working properly or so. So I reinstalled the game again, but the mouse control is so bad, I'm unable to even have a free look at things over here. It is really tough for me to keep moving. So the fortitude rank is increased to 2. That is our moral ranking, and this is going to be the leveler. So you have earth, fire, what else? Earth, fire, water, air, I guess, and one more. So these are the five different stats where you can put your points in. Earth being more towards a supportive kind of a skill. I went completely all out with Earth, and then
One
with
wrong step and we
some
are done
points
for.
in water.
We must tread carefully.
So it was kind of fun. more of a support character is what I built.
It's collapsed. We shall have to find another way around.
So the game is quite fun. Totally depends on the parry and deflect system. It is really good when you can parry stuffs. It has a good learning curve, but it is something that you can figure it out
With
easily.
such
So this is
unworthy
going to be a
fools
bigger
found their way
foe over
here.
here for whom we have not leveled up to. If you're really good in this game, you can definitely take on that foe and defeat it.
I sense that something valuable lies around
But
here.
I'm not so good at this game because this is the first game that I'm playing from this particular genre,
There's just something about that insect that makes my skin crawl.
and this
This swarm
should
is like a
be the
terrible
way
dark
that we
cloud
came
that
in from.
consumes the world around us.
So we can just go back. So it takes a while for you to get used to the system. Probably a couple of boss fights. After that, I think you should be used to the
A
system
fine piece, I
completely.
take it? Your
Because
reaction
the
tells me all.
first couple of boss fights I had a real tough time with, and I was struggling to beat it. But the last boss fight that was there, the demo, it was quite handle. I was able to handle it quite well. It was not as tough as the other two, but it was fun. So I think I'll just run away from this guy. Unfortunately, I don't think I can run, and that's it. And this will affect our morale overall. So that affects the moral, and this will increase the morale of the enemy unit as well. And that will pose a challenge for us. It will be tough for us to defeat some of the enemies. Okay, so it went to the fire, so bottom. So the parry and deflect system, it has a very good learning curve. I think it is easy for people to master. It will take certain tries, but eventually you will master the parry and morale system. The game does has magic system as well. I did not see magic to be overpowered as in Elden Ring. The magic system in Elden Ring was like you could do a pure magic build and still defeat the entire game easily. There is not much challenge if you do not have or possess good magic skill in Elden Ring. But even some of the Dark Souls games, right? You can still go ahead and finish off the entire game using magic.
I shall
Oh,
protect you from further harm.
almost dead.
Tend to your wounds while you can.
Okay, good. He has distracted him. That's a good sign. We will be able to finish him. So, Dark Souls games, right? You can finish with miracles, faith, or in builds. You can still go ahead and finish the game off with just magic. Uh, but you don't need some
Truth.
expert to come and say
I
that the
ended up
game
in this
can be
village
defeated
under the
using
cover
magic.
of a
But this game, I
brutality.
feel that the magic
My
system is good,
father,
but you
who worked for the
definitely need a
government,
weapon. Without a
passed
weapon, it is
away,
not going to happen.
and I
The
became
other games,
separated from the rest of my family.
FromSoft games, you can do it
I
with pure
long for the
magic
day when I can
without
find her,
weapons.
and we can be together once more.
And here you need to use weapon and you need to learn to parry. Without learning to parry, I don't think this game is playable. You have to parry, you have to deflect enemies, you have to dodge. Not too much of dodging because most of these things happens. Most of these things are like parry and deflect in this game. That's what I've seen so
We've done
far.
well to get this far,
Dodging is there, but
but
dodging
it's not over
doesn't help
yet.
always. You need
Ah,
to parry
yes.
for a reason.
Once we've rid this
Probably I'd
area
show
of
it in the
enemies,
next,
might we be able to stop
the
by my
first boss fight
house?
that is gonna come
There's
up.
something I wish to give you as thanks.
So if you see our health bar, right, that is the green bar that is there, that is the health bar. Below that, there is one other bar. The bar fills up. The blue color fills up, which says that we can deflect more, we can attack more, or we can use some of our magic more. So when you get the blue color bar filled up, that is what it means. When you hit enemies, it fills up. The left side is the orange bar. When that fills up, it is because when you take a hit from the enemy, that is when the other bar fills up. It is good to have as many as blue bar as possible. So this is going to be the martial arts. There are a couple of options to use the
I
martial
get
arts.
the
This is
feeling that
one
you are destined for great
martial arts that
things.
we used. There is one
We
other
shall
martial
find
art that
out
can
soon
be
enough.
used. Each weapon has a different art, more like how FromSoft uses weapon arts there. Very similar to that. I haven't seen much of stealth element in this particular game. I saw one spell which was more towards the stealth element of the game. You can get invincible, try to evade enemies with that particular spell. I didn't use that spell. I'm not sure how good that spell is, but it is there. There is a spell which uses stealth, but the game doesn't use any kind of stealth as far as I've seen. So, laying out these particular flags, right? It is gonna baseline our morale. So, when you kill enemies, the morale
That
keeps
would be the leader of
increasing.
this unit.
When you
A formidable opponent, no
get
doubt.
defeated or when you die, the morale comes down, and that was a good deflect, and that is a martial arts that he used. So the morale comes down, but it doesn't go to zero. As far as you have laid out certain flags in the area, you will have the minimum morale
This all
always
seems so easy.
given there. So your morale will not go below a certain threshold. That is where it would stay. And this is all the equipments that we have. We do have a weight balance in this game. You cannot wear all the strong gears if it would become heavier and you will start
A well-earned
fat
victory.
rolling as soon as you cross a certain threshold. Very, very similar to what is there in FromSoft. So we will just increase our wood. So wood, water, fire, earth, and air. So these are the different classes that we have, spell classes or level up classes that we have. So I've just taken this first spell, which is the frozen. What was it? I forgot. I
I'm sure a
missed out
person
its
of your
name.
caliber
So
should
this is
be
just
able
an
to deflect a
ice
massive
bolt
blow.
that can be used
I
to
hope that
freeze
everyone
enemies.
who escaped the
Enough ice
fatality has
bolt,
gotten
your
to
enemies
safety
will
now.
slow down.
It's
And
a
here
great
we go
danger
for the
ahead.
first boss fight.
Do be careful.
Dogs of the Han Court, are you? Any who oppose us shall know only the end of our blades!
So
I'll
I did
crush
quite
you,
some time
vermin you
with this guy,
are!
quite a lot actually. I just wanted to understand how things work and stuff.
The flow of chi is changing. Be ready for anything.
But later on, I understood that parry is the only thing, and be aggressive. This game, just be aggressive. Just don't hold back on attacks, and also don't get too greedy as well. That is one other thing. But try to be aggressive as much as possible. If you let this guy fight you as much as possible, then you're going to end up dying for sure. Try to deflect as much as possible so that his meter fills. If you see, his meter is also filling. It went all the way to blue. Now, just because of one deflect, I was able to pull them, reduce all the blue, and I'm just pushing it to the red zone. So as much deflect that I do, he just gets into his red zone, and the only easy way to stagger an enemy is to increase his red zone completely. And
We can't let our guard down. Even
so
now.
this was the critical hit that we can do. With that, the first phase of the fight is over. There is a second phase of the fight, and you could see if I keep freezing him, right, the number of deflects that is required to stun lock an enemy is less. So better to go near him, be aggressive as much as possible, and be sensible as well, not to just attack him blindly. No button smashing, that doesn't work. You need to be very careful. Don't get too much into button smashing. That will not work at all in this particular game. see what this guy is doing, try to deflect, learn his moveset, try to deflect as much as possible. Mainly these specific attacks that he does, right? Try and deflect so that his bar gets filled, and that will put him in the back foot. He'll be able to strike a deadly blow on him, and with that, he should be able to defeat this guy. Again, if you try to attack, yes. Oh, but so with that, we can easily defeat him. This is not going to be a complete fight because it is just going to be showing off our divine beast. So we have a divine beast. I'm sure that there are multiple divine beasts. So this is the first divine beast that we are going to see, which is a dragon. I think this is going to be the strongest divine beast probably. And that dragon defeated him. And we are into the cutscene now.
You fought very well. Now, the village is safe.
By my hand.
Why are you...
You shall die! Ying Long, every bit as strong as the rumors say.
Oh.
Right? Get thrown into the sea. And the story, if you're looking at the story background, the story is happening in China. I'm not sure which year is it. I don't remember which year it is. It is the Romance of Three Kingdoms story. You will be seeing some of the characters from Romance of Three Kingdom. All the major characters are coming in, and most of these characters, right? They are not uh, legendary yet. They are on their way, on their path to become legendary, and we as a character are supporting them.
This world is steeped in chaos. It needs one like you to bring peace to it. I cannot let you die.
Okay, our divine beast is gone. That guy stole the divine beast from us. So there are multiple divine beasts which we can acquire throughout the game, and we can equip two of the divine beasts at any given point of time, is what I understand. And we'll be able to okay, there this message is that we can finish off the demo and carry all the rewards, and the game states when we purchase the entire game on the day of release. And we got the other weapon that the boss was having. So that's a great club. Doesn't look like a club. It looked completely different. It doesn't look like a club at all. It is kind of a lance with the huge turtle shell and spikes around it. Anyways, then we have got some of the items as well, which is quality of the The gears are good. It shows 3 star, 3 out of 4. I think that should be kind of good gear that we have. So it happens as part of Romance of Three Kingdoms. You will be a champion which the history hasn't heard of. You'll be supporting some of the generals and the leaders who are part of the Three Kingdom uh, story. So you would be helping them out in a lot of different missions and stuff, and trying to capture as much as divine beasts as possible throughout your way, and the story builds up from there. We are to see what story is it. As of now, we just know that we saved a boy, and that particular boy has saved us from certain death, so that we can bring peace to the world of China. So that is what it is as of now. That is what we understand. But definitely there will be much more to it, much more to the story, for sure. So this particular area, the mouse feels particularly good. I don't know why it is. This area, the mouse is not so bad. It is like very smooth. I was able to just look around. I was able to easily move around and stuff. So just now, if there was a message that had popped in, that message is nothing but when I came over here first, I died over here fighting these guys. Uh, and when you die, there is a champion who comes. His moral goes up. Okay, there's a cutscene.
Out of the way!
It's Zhao Yun! Run for your lives!
The corporal, he's been... Enough. You're badly wounded. Back to camp. Go. Forgive my rudeness earlier. A malicious soldier, are you? If so, would you kindly lend your courage to me?
So, Chayun, the generals.
I lead the forces of General Gongsun. My name is Zhao Yun. The Yellow Turbans have control of Mount Dongshan. You don't look short of confidence, but surely it would be reassuring to have an ally at your
All
side.
right. So, Chayun is still not in general as of now. He's just uh, probably a commander or a captain reporting to a general. So, if you had played Total War, you would have encountered Choyon. You would be able to play as Choyon also. You could recruit him into your armies. You could play as him. So you'll be seeing some of the legendary characters that you have already heard of from the book, or you had played in a different game, coming in into this game as kind of a captain, or they're still not one of the bigger names in the Chinese world. And these points are there when a player is defeated by the enemies, right? These targets should be there. You can use it to refill your health. So this refills our health. You could once you kill some of the people who has killed the enemy player. So even right now, when we died, right, we were able to retrieve our uh, morale by defeating the player. People with the enemies with high morale, they fight much better than our regular warriors or regular enemies that are there. I feel the sword is much comfortable. So what I've heard about the game is you need to select a starting weapon for sure. There are different weapons that are available. You can select the starting weapons that are there. and this is me trying to get control options properly set so that it would be easy for us to continue this game. Whatever I did, the mouse option, I was not able to sort that out. Certain areas the mouse worked. There was a tutorial session that is available from the rest point, right? You would be able to go to the tutorial sessions. So you can go into the tutorial session from the rest point. The tutorial session was good. The mouse was working perfectly there in the tutorial session. But once the game starts, right, 70 to 80% of the areas, all these areas, the mouse control was horrible. If you're someone who's used to play with keyboard and mouse, you are not gonna like it. I'm used to playing with a keyboard and mouse rather than a joystick or a controller. So I would always prefer mouse and keyboard over controller. Unfortunately, this game may not be for my taste because doesn't do a good job configuring mouse and keyboard. If someone has ever probably if someone is getting a full version of this game, right, and you in your PC and you try mouse and keyboard, and if you feel that the mouse and keyboard has not so bad, it is working properly, do let me know. I want to buy this game. I want to play this particular game, but with this particular control, I'm not too happy to get this game. It is going to be really, really tough for me because I took a lot of tries to beat even some of the enemies, which I could have beaten it much easier. So I don't want to get the game and then try it out. So if someone is trying it out, please let me know. I would, if the game is working properly, we are using mouse and keyboard, I would definitely do a entire playthrough for this particular game. No doubts or no questions about it. So when I started playing, I was people said this is a Souls type game. So being a Souls type game, I just wanted to be more cautious, slow, because we know how Dark Souls or Demon Souls or even Elden Ring combat is. It is more likely
This one
you can be aggressive,
poses some
but
trouble.
not too aggressive. You just need to learn the moves. You need to
That was
you don't have
quite
to
the
parry. You need to
maneuver.
dodge a lot.
And I would
With the
not wish to be
dodging,
in
you
the
would
path
be
of
able to
others.
defeat him.
That said, we may be able to turn
But
it against them.
this game is not like that.
Fine display of
Even you could say that
manpower.
Sekiro, right? Sekiro is a game where you can just move fast. You don't have to fight each and every one of them. You can just jump and vanish into different buildings or vanish into forest, bushes, and you don't have to fight a lot. But deflection system is quite important in Sekiro. So you can compare this with Sekiro and try to be aggressive as possible as you do in Sekiro. None of the other Souls game, right? Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, or Bloodborne, any of these games, right, comes close to this. This is more of a game where you try to be as aggressive as possible. Okay, there is a guy who is shooting arrows.
This will deal a sharp blow to the enemy's morale.
Can we rest? Okay, they don't allow us to rest. I would really be happy if some of the veteran players, right, of Neo, or any of the Souls game, try to defeat the entire game with the bow and arrow. I would really would love to see that how good the bow and arrow can be. Uh, uh, as far as the demo part is concerned, what I've seen so far is the arrows are pretty limited. and arrows are costly. It is not coming out cheap. So you need to spend a lot to get a lot of arrows, and you will not be. I'm not sure how good you'll be able to defeat a boss type with just arrows. So that risk is always there. Defeating boss type just with arrows. I would love to see someone does a playthrough with just using bow and arrows, or even just magic without using a weapon. Without using any of the weapon, just use magic alone to defeat this game. I would love to see that as well. That is gonna be tough. It is not gonna be that easy. So loads and loads of death in this game for sure. And we have a doggy. These dogs are better compared to what you see in Souls game. Those dogs are horrible. This is me trying to control the arrows with the mouse, which doesn't work properly. It's super tough to control the aiming system. Usually, I prefer mouse just because the aiming is easier with the mouse. But this game is directly opposite. It is not easy at all to control with the mouse. So there are pretty much a lot of loots. I haven't collected or defeated some of the major enemies who are there. I try to avoid most of the enemy. This is a 4-star praise that we have received. And rest are okay. So I'm gonna roll with my sword and this particular lance or spear that is there, whatever you call it. I'm happy with these two weapons being there. Yes, there were a couple of shooters up there, couple of bowmen who were shooting at us. So let's go over here. Is there anyone? No, and there is a chest. So we have received an iron sword. Is the iron sword better? There is a bronze sword over here. Polearm. In Polearm saber. That is the iron sword. It is not so good. That is okay. We have throwing knives. Throwing knives are also costly. You have poison darts in the throwing knife as well. Okay, that's an NPC.
Who's there? An ally? I thought everyone had escaped. We're done for here. We have asked for aid, but it doesn't appear any reinforcements are coming. I had hoped to retaliate against the Yellow Turbans, but it seems I've already met my end.
So these are upgrade items, very much similar to the Souls game, right? You need to collect some of the upgrade items to upgrade your weapons. Very similar to that, you need to collect these upgrade items: leather, steel, rank 1 steel, rank 2 steel, rank 3 steels. There are a lot of different ranks. So you just need to collect all the So you need to collect all the all the
Not avoid danger,
what do you
while the
call,
lives of our people are threatened.
like how we collect crystals, right? In the Dark Souls game, you need to collect all these things to upgrade your weapons, and it is pretty useful. It is like the weapons are kind of good. It is not that the weapons are bad. The weapons are really good. Even the throwing items, right? Arrows or darts that are there. Okay, lucky shot. So all the darts and other stuff that are there, right? You can buy it, but I saw that it is super expensive. It is not cheap. It is really expensive to get all those items. It is not easy to get all those items. If you want to buy it, that is, you'll be finding a lot of stuff. Oh, that's not here. You'll find a lot of stuff while playing the game. That is something that you can get. But if you want to buy it from a vendor, it is gonna be costly. It is not gonna be not coming in cheap. So that is why using a ranged weapon, I'm not sure how easy the game is gonna be. Just using the ranged weapon. And the game is really good. The sceneries and stuff, right? Things that you can see, those are really good. It looks wonderful. It looks beautiful as well. Those things you would like in this game. So there is a trap over here. That is what he mentioned, and this is the
We will need
trap.
to be careful here.
So that is why he said we need to be careful. There are certain warnings that you would receive from the companions that you have. So you can call in for reinforcements also. You can switch reinforcements. Now we have him. Joanne, one of the reinforcements that are there. Probably you will be meeting other guys as well, whom you can call in for support when you are in resting point, right? The respective resting point, you'd be able to call people for support. That is an option that is always available to us. Okay, more throwing knives. So all those things are available for us to compete with the enemies that are here. Oops, that's that guy.
I grow increasingly concerned
I
for our
was not able to
scouts.
get the jump critical hit on him to kill him.
This is a race against time. We must hurry.
There's another way over here. So literally, I was not able to look up with the mouse. Okay, that's a big enemy
This is a
over
fearsome
here.
enemy here. We shouldn't get in
Says
over
we
our
will not be
heads.
able to defeat,
Let's consider falling
and
back.
he's guarding a chest. If we defeat him, we can get the chest. That is what the game is trying to say, but unfortunately, it is not true. We can get the chest without defeating the enemy as well. We just have to lure the enemy to a different location, and we will be able to get the chest for sure. If you can, that is, lure the enemy to a different location. And here's a shortcut. Kick this down, and you can go back to the original starting area there where you came in from. You would have remember this particular point where we tried getting in. We saw that it has been blocked, and this is how we can unblock it. This is a shortcut. I'm not sure whether this shortcut is going to be used in the future, but this demo we are not going to use the shortcut at all. I'm not using the shortcut at all. Unlike Dark Souls where we kept using shortcuts. And here's our second boss of the game.
We will have to make a stand here. This foe may pose us a challenge.
Irrespective of who it is, the beast is
Be
killing.
sure to keep your guard up.
We have been killing the Han Empire soldiers and also our enemies, right? Yellow Turban. As usual, we are gonna use as much of defect system as possible to increase the red bar over there. You can see it very clearly when I try to hit the enemy, the red bar doesn't grow as much as the deflect system. When I deflect the enemy, right, it literally fills half of the bar as well with the deflect system. And using the spell freeze, which slows down the enemy, and the red bar is reduced as well. So you don't have to fill it up completely. Okay. I should have deflected him there. If I had deflected him, his red bar would have been filled at least to half the point for sure.
They're stronger than expected.
That's it. The bar is filled again. So
This fight will be ours.
these fights are fun, and that's it.
This is no place to die.
And that's it. You get the sense of accomplishment when you defeat such enemies in this particular game. Particularly hard one, it is not easy ones.
You fought well, my friend. That was a sight to behold. I cannot understand how one as strong as you could have gone unnoticed. Your force was like that of a dragon soaring heavenward. My companion wore a smile as he departed this life, falling on the field of battle. I was unsure of what I ought do to protect those dear to me. But you, a warrior as valiant as a dragon, have shown me the way. I, Zhao Yun, shall pierce through the darkness, enveloping our age. An army of 100,000 might stand in my way, but it would matter not. For like a majestic Qilin, I shall carve out a road to peace.
Okay, that's the first divine
Forward.
beast.
We
that
will
we have
retake the
received.
mountain
It's like
and
a
avenge the fallen.
horse or a llama or whatever it was, dragon llama, whatever it was. So we can summon divine beast to support us.
I had not expected demons to be among them. This could become even more
So we
difficult.
can
Nonetheless, we
Either
will
use the
not back
Divine
down.
Beast to deal damage, or we can use them to buff us and our allies. So we have two different approaches for the Divine Beast. It's up to us. So I'm gonna increase the fire. Fire is gonna be more towards the what damage dealing stuff. So deliveries, I think I'm not sure what it is. Probably uh, uh, allying ourselves with different clans. We would see what it is or hear what it is more. And we have a steel, rank 1 steel. And this is our first trader NPC.
Ho! I don't believe you're from around here, are you? Well, it's a world of chaos out there these days, wherever you go. Without a weapon you can rely on, you're practically a dead man walking. Sorry, where are my manners? I'm a traveling blacksmith. Name's Jusha. I'm out here trying to hone my craft, hoping to
All right,
master it
we
one
can
day.
upgrade our
Have a look at
weapons
my
over
work if you
here. I
please.
think
I'm
I'll
sure you'll
definitely
find
upgrade
something that
my
catches your
sword,
eye.
which I like very much. Not the bow. So it goes up to 147 damage. Yeah. Oh, the next is 181 damage. Not bad. I think the salvage option is not there in this particular demo. Definitely it will be there for the full version. So there are other different types of weapons that I could see, which can be what specifically. This looks interesting. The damage is so low, just 96 dual swords. You could see the darts, 2000 coppers and 3000 coppers each. So literally, the 15,000 coppers that we have, right? Hardly we can get. If you're gonna go for the poison darts, 1500 is what it speaks about. Oh, it's
I
1500
will
is sell
not
price. Buy
avoid
price for the
danger,
poison dart is
while the lives
3000.
of our people are
3000, you will
threatened.
just end up having just 5 darts, not more than that. If you go for the other normal darts, it's going to be 2000 coppers for it. You'll end up having what 7 darts. That's it. 7 another 1008 darts for 16,000. Not the
You
one
need
that is
something?
worth for.
The county office, fallen to
I
ruin, now
don't think
serves
the
the
yellow
Yellow
turban is
Turbans
using.
as a
I can only
base.
see
It
some
mirrors the
zombies
state
using
of our
them.
empire with uncanny accuracy.
Item over here. It was close. So the magic hardly deals any damage. 5 damage. I used all the magic power that I had. That was easy. Off and one more guy. Off, and if you remember, that is the enemy that we saw, and he warned us not to go near him. So let's kick the ladder down. We can go and fight that guy. Who for sure is going to be overpowered, or else we can ask him to come over to our place, which is going to be a long route for him. He doesn't climb ladders for sure.
This would have been where my allies and the people.
Called elixir that we have received. So either we can ask him to leave this place, search for us, and keep searching for us, or else we can go down, fight with that guy. That's it. So I can hardly aim at this thing
Poses some
with my
trouble.
mouse control over here, so bad.
And this one might pose us some trouble.
So that guy leaves. He wants to figure out a way to reach this place. I don't think he's gonna figure out a way to reach this place, or is gonna take his own sweet time to reach this place. We can access the thing that he's been guarding, take it for ourselves. Definitely killing him will give us more loot, but if you don't want to kill him, you just want to see what is there in the chest, this is an easy way to reach the chest and take whatever loot that is there within the chest. I don't think that giant is gonna find his way over here for sure, because there are certain jumping around involved, which I'm sure he will not be interested in doing it. Right, we can get going.
I'm sure it will serve you well.
Okay, fine. Whenever I see this place, right, I feel that there is a trap hidden somewhere. Oh, there are more guys over here. Oh crap. That was the trap that I was talking about. That came right back when our back was turned. I don't think we have anything to upgrade.
You need something?
We need to find stuff to upgrade. I don't know whether we can buy stuff as well. If there is an option of buying steel and stuff, right? It'd be easy for us to do the upgrades. So I don't think we have anything to do over here. We can get all these goods. So while doing this, right, I didn't realize our equipment weight is 148.1%, which is much higher. I was still able to run. So as far as I was able to run, I thought that we are kind of okay with the weight that has been allocated to us, and either we have no problem in our jumping around, deflecting, and stuff. But definitely, it takes a toll. We are unable to jump. We start fat rolling, and also the deflection is not so easy. Each weapon also has a deflection percentage given to it. So some of these jumps are not done properly. So I didn't realize it initially. Then I figured it out that it's definitely a problem for us, and then had to switch out to a lesser gear. So this was the guy who killed us. We need to kill him. So now we have avenged
Get careless.
someone's death, probably. So let's trigger the trap first. I think Joying got caught in the trap. That's it. Got him. So more zombies jumping around. One more death. So this is how it is. The game is not going to be easy. It is not going to be like walk in the park or something. There are multiple deaths for us. Okay, that's a crushing blow. The critical hit. Not too happy with the hammer that we have. I usually prefer fast-paced weapons, even in the other games that I play, right? Other Sunsoft games or whatever it is. I prefer fast-paced rather than wielding a huge weapon that can deal higher damage. So that is the same approach that I'll be going with. Okay, the trap killed whoever killed us. Okay, that's the divine beast. And these pillars are the damage making pillars. If the enemy gets in touch with these pillars,
Alliance is
they will take damage.
across the land.
So we have two ways, one to the right, another one to the left. I go the iron sword, which is much better. I just have one elixir of life, whatever it is, whatever they call it. Okay, this will boost our life again. Oh boy. So our orange or red meter got filled, and that almost killed us. Okay, we have avenged summon. One of the players has died to this guy. So kill this guy. And our life is back up. So let's go up. We need to be careful because we do not have. Oops, we do not have any life refills. We need to be as careful as possible with these guys. So what is it? Is it good or is it bad?
An excellent find. Be sure to put it to
I
use.
think there are any other items that will outdo the outfit that we have, but the problem is we are already overweight. I didn't know or I didn't check that out because I didn't feel the difference as another game where we start fat rolling or we walk slow. All those things are not happening over here. So I didn't realize that is the case over here. Okay, back with this guy. We can get into this, and there is a big enemy over there. So shooting these guys, they will try to find us. They'll try to find us and kill us. So we don't have to go down. They will come to us, and they're not gonna warn any other enemies that are around the vicinity. So I can hardly control my mouse. So those guys can come over here whenever they can. Oh, they are here already. Okay, that's it. Okay, here they are. There are some well-hidden traps in the game, which are good. Okay. It's nice when he says that there are valuable stuff around here, which we can pick it up,
Something valuable around here.
or for which we can at least search for. Yeah, this should be it. Okay. Okay, okay. The guy who came in, I realized. That puts an end to this guy. Okay, not so great. Kind of okay, that's it. So we need to go out, either pick a fight with this guy who's gonna be super powered, or just go behind him, which doesn't look so good. There are blood trails all over the place. Yes, but I don't.
This one might pose us some trouble.
There's a boss
Do you
fight.
feel
That's what he's
your
trying to
pulse
say.
quickening? You will soon see why. Just make sure that you are ready.
You scum! This is our execution ground, didn't you know? The
And here comes the
Tianju hermits will
boss.
get no mercy. That goes for the women as well.
Go, quickly! Find somewhere
So
safe!
these boss fights, what I figured out is you just need to be careful. And this guy is a perfect boss to learn parrying, deflecting, and stuff.
We must get back. I will handle this. It charges at us wildly. Could we not
So
use that to our
learn his
advantage?
moves, and then it is easy for us to parry this guy, deflect this guy, and beat this guy up. So directly coming into the boss fight. So this is his first move, goring their opponent. As soon as he gores, he turns around trying to get a big hit. This is one of the other hit that he does where you can do maximum amount of damage to him. It's easy to damage him. You can force him to run around the fire braziers over here, which will set this guy on fire and he will constantly take damage because of that fire. Or you can use the poison darts to poison the guy, which will again he will start constantly getting poisoned and start taking damage, and try to freeze as much as possible. So he is getting into the freezing problem. So even fire is also building up. You can see there is a fire and a ice symbol that has been given over here. So try to deflect as much as possible. That is the easier way to
Stronger than
defeat this guy.
expected.
Deflecting as much as possible and making him run over this fire. So again, if you're doing a fire build, you would be able to another one. So
My strength.
so any attack with that red dot coming up, right? The marker that is coming up, right? It is gonna be one of the major attacks that we can deflect and cause a lot of damage to the enemy. Rather than this one. This one is like very small amount of the red bar gets moving. But when that red dot comes in, right, that is the thing that you need to deflect somewhere. So if you deflect this, he's gonna take huge amount of damage. And let me summon this, and this would put him in stun lock, and I think we can get him close. Okay. Then Ring Kolam Saber and some gears is what we found. That. So this is pretty much it. We're getting into the cutscene, and this is the end of the demo as well.
My name is Hongjing, and I've been investigating the Yellow Turbans. That jade is...
I must leave you now. I advise you to head to Guangzhong, to
Yeah.
the Yellow Turban's headquarters. It would be an immense boost to the Imperial forces if you were to
So
join
with
the
this, the
ranks.
demo is done. So to
Would you
continue this
mind
game,
taking
we
me
have to
along?
buy the full game. We can still continue the game with the progress with the full game. So as far as I see, I may not play this game anytime soon, or I'll not buy this game for now. As far as they fix the mouse issue, other than the mouse issue, the game is really good. It is a really awesome game. Definitely a buy for PlayStation owners, PS or Xbox owner, or if you use a PC and you are used to playing with a controller, get this game for sure. You would really love it. It poses such a huge challenge. It is not easy. It is really hard if you want a game with a lot of challenge modes there, a lot of challenging activities that we can do. Get this game. If you're like me playing with a mouse and keyboard, I would suggest not to get this game for now. This is Oolong demo. Stay tuned to the channel for more gaming. I would continue my Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Legacy game, and I'll be completing it shortly. So stay tuned, guys. Do comment. Do let me know how the game is with the mouse and keyboard if you are getting it, and also comment on what games you like to see in future, or you would like to see this game in the future also. If you like the content from this particular channel, do subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, guys, and all the best. Goodbye.